Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for always coming back. And if you know you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that each time I post a new video, you'll be notified. Alright. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to draft a basic skirt pattern. Okay, we have different kind of skirts, but this is the basic before you alter into different styles. So I'll be dividing this pattern paper into two so that we can draft both the front and the back pattern on the same paper, right? So I'll be using this upper part of the paper as our waistline. Now I'm measuring the full length of the skirt. This is just to the knee, which is 20 inches. Okay, so now if you want to draft a longer skirt, probably 3/4 or a long skirt, then you increase the length of the skirt. So now I'm marking the hip line, which is 9 inches. The hip line is determined by the height of the person you're making the skirt for. It can be 8.5, it can be 8, whichever way. But for this, I'm using 9 inches. So I'll join the lines together like so. Okay. So I'll come to the waistline and measure our waist measurement, which is 8 inches. That is 32 divided by 4. I'll mark my 8 inches and I'll add 1 inch, which we are going to use for our dart intake. Okay, so I'll also label the line, which is the hip line. Okay, this is what I have just done. Now I'll take our hip measurement, which is 40 divided by 4, which will give us 10 inches. So to get the knee measurement, okay, which is always a bit smaller than the hip measurement, just to have a fitting below around the knee area. Okay, so you deduct 1 inch from the hip measurement to get the knee measurement. Okay, so we have 10 inches for the hip line. So to get the knee measurement, it should just be the 10 minus 1, which will give us 9. Okay, so I'll mark the 9 over there, right? So this is how you get your measurement. So I'll join those points together like so, just to have a curve from the waist to the hip and from the hip to the knee line. You can see the way I place the curve. Okay, this will also give you a perfect shaping while drafting your pattern, right? Okay, so this is what we have. You can see what we have over there. We have our curve ready. Okay, so we'll come to the waistline to draft the dart intake. Okay, and to do this, you divide your nipple to nipple measurement by 2, which is 7 divided by 2, which will give us 3.5. Okay, so I'll mark the 3.5 over there. I'm sorry, I didn't know the camera didn't capture that, but you would see that while drafting the back pattern. Okay, so I went down by 4 inches and I also marked the 3.5. Okay, so on both sides I went in by 0.5 inches, just so we draft the dart intake. So this is how you draft your dart intake. Okay, so this is how you draft your dart intake. You can see how beautiful it looks. Okay, please don't forget to always label your lines even before you start drafting. This will help you know the line you are working on. That's the waistline, the hip line, and the knee line. Okay, so now I'll label this pattern as our front skirt pattern. Okay, our front skirt pattern. So without further ado, we'll go to the back pattern. Okay, we'll go ahead to draft the back pattern. Okay, so to draft the back pattern, we'll be creating a zipper allowance on the paper. Okay, so I'm going to come in by 1 inch from the waistline down to the knee line. Okay, I'll come in by 1 inch. This will serve as a zipper allowance. Okay, you know when you want to transfer on fabric, you already have your zipper allowance. Okay, so I will join the lines together like so. Okay, so this will serve as our zipper allowance. Don't forget, always label so that you will know the line you're working with. Okay, right, so from the waistline I came in by 3.5. Okay, so I'm drafting the dart intake already. From that line now, the line that we use as our zipper allowance, that is where you start your measurement from, not from the beginning of the pattern paper. So this is how you draft your dart intake that didn't really show well at the front pattern. Okay, you come in by 3.5 and you go on both sides by 0.5. So I've also marked the hip line, which is 9 inches. Okay, so from the waistline now, we'll mark our waist measurement, which is 8 inches plus 1, which we are going to be using as a dart intake. Okay, yes. So now measuring the length of the dart, which is 4 inches. Okay, so from there I'll come in by 3.5, just so we draft out the dart intake. So this is how you draft your dart. You can see how beautiful it looks. Okay, all right, so this is what we have over there. So now coming to the hip line, I'll also measure the hip measurement, which is 10. I'll give it a point over there. Then going to the knee line, which is the hip minus 1 inch, which is 9 inches. Okay, you see what we have. So now we'll join those 3 points together, from the waist to the hip and from the hip to the knee line. Or if you are drafting on a longer skirt, to be from the hip to the knee and from the knee to the ankle, or to wherever the length of your skirt reaches. Okay, you can see how I'm also placing the curved row so I can give us the shape of the hip. Okay, you can see how beautiful it looks. Yes guys, so I'll just quickly go ahead and cut out this. Okay, label the pattern. This is the back skirt pattern. Okay, so I'll quickly go ahead and cut out the pattern so you can see what we have actually drafted. Okay, guys, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that each time I post a new video you'll be notified. Thank you. Please like and share. Don't forget to like, share, comment. Okay, comment, tell me whatsoever tutorial you want me to work on. Actually, it's intentionally started from the beginning. Okay, so you can always refer you back to the basic to make the pattern drafting easy for every one of us. Thanks so much guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.